What I love about Creative LIAisons is, one, having watched it birth and grow. There are very few things that I see that I'm like, I wish we had had that when I was coming along, and that's one of them. I would have loved to have been a part of something like that.
The networking and the meeting other creatives and getting to hear all of these people you idolize talk is just something you couldn't ever, it's irreplaceable. You couldn't ever get that anywhere else.
Being a mentor to a mentee allows me to remember what it is and that I do, why I do it, and why I love it.
I was once a mentee at the Creative LIAisons initiative, and I think that I've learned so much since then. But me being a mentee really taught me what would be the next steps into creativity, into entering your work into awards, and I've really learned a lot.
After a long time in the industry, I won't put years to it, but you can sort of get into similar patterns. And when somebody with fresh eyes is asking you things, as you're mentoring them, it forces you to reconsider how you approach things too. So I think it's so mutually beneficial.
My experience here in Creative LIAisons is very unique, rare, and I would say revolutionary, because I didn't expect that a lot of the creative leaders are going to speak about the things that we don't usually speak.
So today we had young people in the room, which was fantastic. They asked incredibly smart, pointed questions. They saw things through really different eyes, and ultimately they didn't feel like an audience as much as they felt like joint participants with us.
To see a room of over 150 people just looking, listening, being super keen, again, that is a good thing, isn't it? It's just going to make our industry better.
Taking the Creative LIAison participants out of Las Vegas to the 7 Magic Mountains installation from Hugo Rondonone, the intention was to zoom out, go beyond the screen, disconnect, staring at slides, being on mobile phone, to actually reconnect them to the more powerful thing that we can achieve, and that is something that moves people.
There's a lot of people who wouldn't have had a space in this room, myself included. I've never even been to the States before, so this is a huge experience for me.
I think it's great to have young talent here and to be able to participate in the judging sessions. I think that's pretty unique.
It's fantastic for us, Jurors. I think it's fantastic for them. I would have loved to have this kind of experience when I started working.
We talked about the integrity of the work. Also talked about good storytelling, the responsibility you have as an artist. I do believe that the modern day contemporary artist is in advertising.
That'll be like a masterclass that I would be, if I was young, I would do anything to be on that.
As everybody knows, the best thing about advertising is the people. So I think it really gives everybody a chance to meet all sorts of people from all around the world at some of the best agencies out there.
When you go to your award show, you're seeing what wins and a whole bunch of people just go with your speeches. From here, I'm actually learning. What are we doing? How are we doing it? What's important and why it's important? And I'm talking to my peers.
It's a beautiful gift to the industry, and I talked to several people here this week that said, I should have sent more people.
But the fact that LIA does this, I think, really sets them apart from honestly every other show, and it's great to have them here in very close proximity to all of the real action that's happening.
This program is one of one. It's a very special program.